Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Ames Award nominations for the 2021-2022 season. We're coming to you live from Kells Theatre in Kells, County Meath, with a special thanks to Brian O'Neill, Kells Musical and Dramatic Society and Kells Theatre. We're delighted that there were lots of ways for you to tune in today on the Ames website, on Facebook, Vimeo, and on the YouTube channel. So thank you so much for all tuning in. I know lots of you are at home on phones, laptops, tablets, and on your TV. And I know lots of you are gathered together with your society to watch the nominations, so we hope you enjoy. A special hello to all my friends in my own society, Avonmore Musical Society, who are rehearsing at this very minute for their performance at the opening of the Ames Awards this year in Killarney. I'm here today joined by Ames Vice President Fergal Kavanagh, Ames PRO Kate Furlong, the Awards Weekend Administrator Fiona Sheeran, and the Chairperson of the Midlands Region, Jerry Sweeney, all of whom you'll be seeing shortly. The whole broadcast again today is being directed and broadcast by the main man, Mr. Vinnie Osborne. So a big thanks, Vinnie. Our last awards ceremony took place virtually and was broadcast from Kilcool in September 2020. We had hoped to get back to normal after that, but sadly, we ended up having no shows on stage for our 2020-21 season. However, with a lot of determination, hard work, and working with and around COVID restrictions, we got back on stage, and as a result, we are here today. It wasn't an easy task, so I'd like to congratulate all those societies who were able to return to performing, but also to send best wishes to all of you who are yet to make the return and who will be back on stage very soon. In order to include as many shows as we could in this season, we are announcing our nominations today, instead of at our usual home in New Ross at the Choral Festival. I'd like to say a massive thank you to our adjudicators for this season, Gilbert adjudicator Alan Hazlitt, Sullivan adjudicator Suzanne O'Leary, for all their efforts on our behalf. I'd also like to thank our programme adjudicators John Graydon Gilbert and Brian Gunning Sullivan, and a massive thank you to Peter Kennedy, who helped us out by adjudicating 2 shows due to illness. Thank you also to our adjudication liaison officers, Laura Ryan Gilbert, Clodagh Farrell Sullivan, and Maureen Keohane Sullivan. It's been a tough season, so thank you all. We ended up with 42 shows being adjudicated, 15 in the Sullivan section and 27 in the Gilbert section. I was lucky enough to be able to attend 37 of these shows, plus so many other concerts and plays. So congratulations to you all, and a big thank you for all your invitations and your hospitality and kindness shown to me and all my guests on my travels. I've made so many friends and so many memories that I'll treasure forever. And as you might have seen, I've been able to take a photo or 2 along the way. Before I go any further, I just have to mention a couple of things for fear I forget later on. Ames has a very close relationship with the American College Dublin. The college offers Ireland's premier BFA in musical theatre, and we are delighted to be able to award for the fourth year in a row the Ames American College Dublin Scholarship, which affords the lucky recipient an associate degree, which is a 2 years of the 4-year conservatory degree programme, full tuitional fees to the amount of €15,000. So thank you so much to the American College Dublin and the Director of Performing Arts, Deirdre Masterson, for this wonderful scholarship. And Deirdre will be announcing the lucky winner at the Ames Awards in Killarney. Ames are also thrilled to be able to award the Anne O'Neill Bursary and the Ames Bursaries, which will be given out again this year during the Ames Summer School in July. The Summer School takes place from the 3rd to the 8th of July, again in Thurles, with Director Peter Kennedy and Musical Director Shane Farrell. And we are delighted this year to welcome on board choreographer Stephanie Brown. So now I think there's enough for me and back to the business of today, and it's time to spread a little bit of joy. So here we go with the nominations for the Ames Awards 2021-2022 season. So as a result of the number of shows adjudicated, the awards nominations will be as follows. In the Gilbert section, there are 3 nominees for each award, including Best Overall Show. And in the Sullivan section, there will be 2 nominees for each award, with the exception of Best Overall Show, which will also have 3. So that's enough for me now. Now it's time to announce some nominations, and I'll hand you over to our first announcer, Mr. Jerry Sweeney.
Good afternoon and welcome. I will start with the Mary Kelly nominees for 2022. Anne Barnes, nominated by Muse Productions. Tony Bird, nominated by Newbridge Musical Theatre. Theresa Farrell, nominated by Malahide Musical Society. Olive Martin, nominated by Athlone Musical Society. Betty O'Flaherty, nominated by Nine Arch Musical Society. And Pádraig Reid, nominated by Avonmore Musical Society. Best Programme Sullivan. Kilmacud Musical Society for chess. Londonderry Musical Society for The Sound of Music. Best Programme Gilbert. Newbridge Musical Theatre Evita. Tipperary Musical Society Fiddler on the Roof. Tullamore Musical Society The Addams Family. Best House Management Sullivan. Gorey Musical Society, The Sound of Music. Londonderry Musical Society, Calamity Jane. Best House Management, Gilbert. Athlone Musical Society, All Shook Up. Clara Musical Society, Shrek the Musical. UCD Musical Theatre, Urinetime. Best Visual Sullivan. Londonderry Musical Society, The Sound of Music. Pop-Up Theatre Sligo, The Producers. Best Visual Gilbert. Carrick-on-Shore Musical Society, Chess. Leixlip Musical and Variety Group, The Addams Family. Southeastern Theatre Group, Spring Awakening. Best Technical Sullivan. Gorey Musical Society, The Sound of Music. Kilmacud Musical Society, Chess. Best Technical Gilbert. Crack Theatre 9 to 5. Dunboyne Musical Society, All Shook Up. UCD Musical Theatre, Urinetown. I will now hand you over to Fiona Sheeran for the next group of nominations.
Thanks very much to Jerry. We will continue now with stage management. Stage management for Sullivan, and our nominees are Londonderry Musical Society, The Sound of Music, stage manager Christine Dean. And Pop-Up Theatre Sligo, The Producers, stage manager Gemma Gordon. And moving on to Gilbert, our nominees are Crack Theatre Coal Island, 9 to 5, stage managers Dylan Fox and Daniel Taff. Leixlip Musical and Dramatic Society for the Addams Family, stage manager Mary Purcell. And Ulster Operatics Company, West Side Story, stage manager Andrew McKnight. Moving on to the dancing, as the fellow said, our best choreography nominations in Sullivan. Nine Arch Musical Society, Little Shop of Horrors, and UL Musical Theatre, Spring Awakening. And moving to Gilbert, best choreography. Athlone Musical Society, All Shook Up. Galway University Musical Society with Carrie. And UCD Musical Theatre, Once. Our next batch is Best Chorus. Best Chorus for Sullivan, and our nominees are Nine Arch Musical Society with Little Shop of Horrors, Londonderry Musical Society for Calamity Jane. And on to Gilbert, Athlone Musical Society, All Shook Up, Tipperary Musical Society, Fiddler on the Roof, and Wexford Light Opera Society with Pirates of Penzance. And moving now to some of our individual nominations, starting with Best Comedian in the Sullivan category. And our nominees are Éanna O'Donnell as Leo Bloom in The Producers with Pop-Up Theatre Sligo, and Dan Whelan as Nathan Detroit in Guys and Dolls with Trinity Musical Theatre. And in Gilbert's section, Michael Bergen as Officer Lockstock with Urinetown UCD Musical Theatre. Garrod McGorn as Lurch with the Addams Family in Malahide Musical and Dramatic Society, and Joe Steiner as Jim Haller in All Shook Up, Athlone Musical Society. And moving to the ladies. Best Comedienne in Sullivan, and our nominees are Rachel Galvin as Miss Adelaide in Guys and Dolls with Trinity Musical Theatre, Brenda Swift as Carmen Bernstein in Curtains with Fermanagh Musical Theatre. And over to Gilbert, and our nominees are Eve Johnson as Roz in 9 to 5 with Crack Theatre Coal Island, Corey Kilduff as Miss Sandra, All Shook Up, Athlone Musical Society, and Jay Oregon as Alice in The Addams Family with Tullamore Musical Society. And now that's me done. I would like to hand you over to our National Vice President, Mr. Fergal Kavanagh.
Thank you, Fiona. And it's great to be here in Kells, to be in this wonderful presentation of all the nominees. I want to wish all the societies well, and particularly, I suppose, for all our friends in the Western region. Wish everybody good luck on this. It's been a great day, and it's great that we can do this once again. Right. Now, hold on, just make sure I'm on the right page here. Yep. Okay, we start with Best Actor in a Supporting Role in Sullivan. And our two nominees are Geoff Manning as Eddie in Sister Act for Claire Morris Musical Society, and Brendan Reid as Roger Debris in The Producers for Pop-Up Theatre Sligo. And next we have Gilbert, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Matthew Campbell as Marley in A Christmas Carol for Belfast Operatic Company, and James Deegan as Fester in The Addams Family for Leixlip Musical and Variety Group. And finally, Matthew Watson as Riff in West Side Story for Ulster Operatic Company. Then we have Best Actress in a Supporting Role in Sullivan. We have Rachel Harley as Katie Brown in Calamity's Jane for Londonderry Musical Society, and Vivian Lee as Mother Superior in Sister Act for Claire Morris Musical Society. And now, Best Actress in a Supporting Role in Gilbert. We have Katie Fitzsimons as the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz for Sean Gilligan Productions, and Karen Hawthorne as Anita in West Side Story for Ulster Operatic Company. And finally, Joanne Logue as Sister Mary Trees in Sister Act for Avonmore Musical Society. And now, Best Actor in Sullivan, Ronan P. Byrne as Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music for Gorey Musical Society, and Conor McNeilis as Melchior Gabor in Spring Awakening for UL Musical Theatre. Now, Best Actor in Gilbert, Chris Corrin as Chad in All Shook Up for Athlone Musical Society, Derek Ryan as Tavia in Fiddler on the Roof for Tipperary Musical Society, and third and final, Ian Tighe as Gomez in The Addams Family for Leixlip Musical and Variety Group. Taking us on now to Best Actress in Sullivan. And the first one is Marilyn Ban as Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors for Nine Arch Musical Society. Well done, Marilyn. Gotta say that. Laura Carl as Maria in The Sound of Music for Gorey Musical Society. Now, Best Actress for Gilbert is Claire McCrory as Violet in 9 to 5 for Crack Musical Theatre in Coal Island. Ciara McKenna as Josephine in Urinetown for UCD Musical Theatre. And thirdly, Lucia McLaughlin as Maria in West Side Story for Ulster Operatic Company. Now, Best Male Singer for Sullivan. Owen McGlynn as Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar for Maynooth University Musical Society. And Daniel Ryan as Jamie Wellerston in the last 5 years in the Odd Theatre Company. Best Male Singer, Gilbert. We have Cormac Malone as Shay in Evita for Newbury's Musical Theatre, and Peter Richardson as Guy in Once. And finally, Gary Stevens as Frederick in Pirates of Penzance for Wexford Light Opera Society. Now, Best Female Singer in Sullivan, Marilyn Bond as Dolores in Sister Act for Claremorris Musical Society, and Caitlin McRae as Maria in The Sound of Music for Londonderry Musical Society. Best Female Singer in Gilbert is Lauren Dooley as Wednesday in the Addams Family for Leixlip Musical and Variety Group, Claire Capita as Mabel in the Pirates of Penzance for Wexford Light Opera Society, and Emma Sunderland as Hoddle in Fiddler on the Roof for Tipperary Musical Society. And now I'm delighted to hand over to Kate Furlong, our National PRO. Okay, Kate.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the nominations so far. From wherever you're gathered, it's great to be back in person doing this live from Kells. So, onward with the nominations. Best Ensemble, Sullivan. Gory Musical Society, The Sound of Music, The Von Trapp Children in So Long, Farewell. UCC Musical Society, Little Shop of Horrors, The Ronettes in Skid Row. Best Ensemble, Gilbert. St. Agnes Choral Society, Shrek the Musical, The Three Fionas Scene. Tullamore Musical Society, The Addams Family, The Miniature Fester Scene. And Ulster Operatic Company, West Side Story, The Somewhere Scene. The following awards are sponsored kindly by TRW. Onward to the dancing. Best choreographer in the Sullivan section. The nominees are Pam McGlynn, Spring Awakening, UL Musical Theatre Society. Jay Molyneux, Little Shop of Horrors, Nine Arch Musical Society. Best choreographer in the Gilbert section. Stephanie Brown, Chess for Nina Choral Society. Martina Lynch, Sister Act, Avonmore Musical Society. And Anne-Marie Morgan for West Side Story for Ulster Operatic Society. On to the big ones now. Best Musical Director, Sullivan. Shane Farrell, Little Shop of Horrors, Nine Arch Musical Society. And Jeff Woods for Chess with Kilmacud Musical Society. Best Musical Director, Gilbert. Jimmy Brocky, Spring Awakening, Southeastern Theatre Group. Ger Madden, All Shook Up, Athlone Musical Society. And Wilson Shields, West Side Story, Ulster Operatic Society. Best Director in the Sullivan section now. Stephen Acton, The Sound of Music, Gory Musical Society. And Alan Graney, Little Shop of Horrors, Nine Arch Musical Society. Best Actor in the Gilbert, Best Director in the Gilbert section now. Tony Finnegan, West Side Story, Ulster Operatic Society. Alfie Kilduff, All Shook Up, Athlone Musical Society. And Claire Tighe, The Addams Family, Leixlip Musical and Variety Group. We're on now to the Adjudicators' Special Awards. In the Sullivan section, the nominees are Donal Hill for Londonderry Musical Society, 60 years of service to the Society. North Wexford Musical Society, title of show, for sheer determination and grit in getting the show on the stage. The Adjudicator Special Award in the Gilbert section is Malahide Musical Society, the Addams Family, for Scariest Ancestors Makeup, Costume, Wigs and Performances. New Ross Musical Society for Avenue Q, Keith Flanagan Princeton, his skills as a puppeteer. And St. Agnes Choral Society, Shrek the Musical, a future star, 12-year-old Sophie Lennon as young Fiona. That's it for me today. I hope you're enjoying it from wherever you're watching it. I'm going to hand you over now for the big ones to our AIMS National President, Rob Donnelly. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Kate, and I hope there's a lot of love and joy being experienced all around the country at the minute. And I'd just like to say personally to my own society, Avonmore, congratulations to Joanne Logue and Martina Lynch on their nominations. Delighted for you girls. Just before we go into the big ones, the best overall show, I just want to say again a few thank yous for today, for making it all happen. So again, I'd like to thank Brian O'Neill, Kells Musical and Dramatic Society and Kells Theatre for the use of this wonderful venue today. Thank you very much. Thanks to Kate, Fergal, Jerry and Fiona again for being here and announcing. Again to Vinny for looking after it all. I hope you can all see it okay and hear it okay online, and if you missed any of it, it will be available on the AIMS YouTube channel later on. I just want to announce that as I said, I thanked our adjudicators for this season earlier on, but I'd just like to announce that our adjudicators for the 2022-23 season we're staying with Brian Gunning and John Graydon as our programme adjudicators, and we're delighted to welcome back in the Gilbert section Tony McLean-Fay and Peter Kennedy in the Sullivan section. So welcome back, lads, and best wishes for the season ahead. And just to let you know, even though the awards have been nominations today and the awards in 2 weeks' time, that Peter has his first show next week with Bosco, so we wish them all the best with their production of Seussical. So just to let you know, later on this evening, Maureen Heffernan, the registrar, will be sending the nominations and booking forms out, so so you'll all be able to get tickets sorted and stuff like that for the banquet for Killarney. And the final thing I'm going to say before I get to the serious business is a big happy birthday to Mrs. Sharon Osborne, and we're going to see you all in Brogan's later on for a big hoolie. So now back to the best overall show nominations, and before I do, I just want to welcome back on stage Fiona, Jerry, Kate and Fergal. Okay, so the best overall show in the Sullivan section. And the nominees are Nine Arch Musical Society, Little Shop of Horrors; Gorey Musical Society, The Sound of Music; and Londonderry Musical Society with Calamity Jane. Congratulations, everybody. And I know there's a very happy man behind me on the stage here, so congratulations, Fergal, and all in Nine Arch. Now, we're into the Gilbert section. So the nominees for Best Overall Show in the Gilbert section are Athlone Musical Society, All Shook Up; Leakslip Musical and Variety Group, The Addams Family; and the final nominee, Ulster Operatic Company, West Side Story. So, congratulations, everybody. That brings us to the end of our nominations today. I hope there's a lot of happy people around the country, and I'm sure there'll be a drink or two taken. And for everybody, we'll see you all in Killarney for the biggest party in 2 weeks' time. Thank you very much, and goodbye.